Well, I mean, Russia is changing quite rapidly, and 10 years ago there were virtually any retail chains, no food retailers, no general merchandise retailers. So basically that started somewhere like in 2001 with the first stores of the retail chains opening. So now we have a food retailer with almost $20 billion in sales, and we have a largest non-food retailer with roughly $5 billion in sales, which is, I believe, kind of the start of the second stage, that in the next decade, I think we will see non-food retailers coming to the tens of billions in sales, and probably food retailers moving closer to like 50 billion in sales, so kind of catching up with the Western world. And that means that there is, I believe, a lack of the necessary real estate for the modern retailing, either offline, classic retailing, or offline, either in the form of the shopping malls or in the form of the neighborhood stores or classic supermarkets, etc. So our focus is to build suburban, we can call them wholesale parks, which is, I would say, mostly based on the e-commerce infrastructure. So keeping quite a huge inventory fulfillable over internet, including kind of a classic items like electronics and computers, and also bulky items like refrigerators, washing machines, and even including used cars, etc. So that's kind of becoming, we believe that will be a second generation infrastructure for internet retailing, and this is suburban based. And this is different from a classic internet retailing, which was mostly ex-urban based and relied on the couriers. So like in case of Amazon and JD.com. But as you know, it's now the population is moving towards cities, and more than half of the world population lives in the cities. So we believe more in the suburban fulfillment centers and even some urban fulfillment centers. So this kind of a warehouse space moved closer to the customer, and that a little bit reminds like a self-storage industry, for example, that it's moved to be more convenient to the customers, even if it's more expensive. And so Russia, in that sense, lacks the infrastructure. We believe there should be, investments of the billions and billions of dollars in this new infrastructure, and that will, I believe, will bring returns well above those you have in Europe. We have fulfillment centers, which means that customer cannot touch inventory, so it's closed from the customer, and that's that. And it could be bigger, it could be smaller, but it's still fulfillment center, which means that the only way you can make your purchases over internet. And then our fulfillment centers are all transparent to the customers, and that's one of the features of the second generation of internet retailing, that like if you shop, let's say with the, what would be UK equivalent with the Amazon or Asos or Zalando in Europe, or JD.com in China, you don't know where the items are. So you see them on the interface, but you don't know where they physically are, which limits your options to make decisions. So only after you click, after some time, you may see that your order started to be processed. And then you see where it actually is. And then also de facto, it's not one order, one fulfillment. It's mostly 2 or even 3 fulfillments coming from the different fulfillment centers. And in our case, our fulfillment centers are transparent inventory-wise to all the customers. So then you see, let's say, a coffee machine, then you will see it where it is right now in which fulfillment centers. And as our fulfillment centers are mostly urban or suburban, So they're all accessible by the customer. So then you can see that first option you have a self pickup from the fulfillment center, which is, I would say, quite convenient in our case. Second option would be a delivery to one of our PUDO points overnight. So either today or tomorrow morning. And another option would be a door-to-door delivery, either urgent one within 2 hours, which our network of the fulfillment centers allows to do that, or next day, which would be somewhat cheaper. So actually we have all the options: self-pickup, delivery to our PUDO point, or door-to-door delivery, but that would be with the extra charge.